This is where children belong. Welcome is part of our worshiping throng. Water, God's bread, and cup, prayer, and song. This is where children belong. I have the girls' side and I have the boys' side. I think there's more boys. I am in trouble. I am in a lot of trouble upstairs. I have the girls. You'll wrangle. Is it possible to be wrangled, you guys? No. I think that no, it's not. Yeah, it's not possible. It's possible. Okay, we'll see. I have a question. I'm going to ask Avery. Avery, I want you to imagine that I borrowed your bike. You let me borrow your bike, but I put it in the driveway and it got run over and it's no longer rideable. Okay, so I borrowed your bike. You let me, borrowed it, but I didn't take very good care of it, did I? Nope, it got run over by a car. So I'm going to give you two possible apologies, and I want you to tell me which one would you like to hear? Which one feels sincere to you? You ready for the first apology? Okay. I'm sorry your bike got ruined, but I kind of think you're overreacting a little bit. I mean, it's just a bike. I mean, accidents happen. I'm sorry, but I mean, those things happen. Okay, that's apology one, okay? Here's apology two. I'm sorry I didn't take good care of your bike. I really kind of messed that up, didn't I? Whew. Please let me know how much it is to fix it, and if it can't be fixed, I'll pay for it. I'm really sorry. Number two. Who here thinks number two is probably the better apology? Why is that better? What's better about that one?
Because it's more sincere.
It's more sincere.
You didn't say, well, it's just a bike. You can get over it.
Yeah.
And you offered to pay for it.
Yeah. I apologized. I said I was wrong. And I'm working to fix the problem, right? I didn't just apologize, but I'm working to change my behavior or change it so it's better for Avery, right? Is that hard to do? Have you ever apologized for something and it's really hard? Is it really, really hard to change your behavior? Like if you screw something up, to not keep screwing up? Have you ever felt that way? Like it's really hard? Yeah, it is really hard. And guess what? It doesn't get easier. Grown-ups, does it get easier to say you're sorry? No. Does it get easier to change how you are behaving? No, it's not. It's always hard to say you're sorry and own up to making a mistake. It's even harder to change our behavior. In today's scripture story, there's a man named John, and he's talking to a crowd of people. Let's pretend it's like this crowd of people. He's talking to a crowd of people, and he's telling them, guys, listen, Jesus is coming, and before he comes, I want you guys to be aware that some of your behavior, it's kind of yucky. You're kind of doing some things that aren't so great. So I think it's time for you to say you're sorry, but also just start doing better. I mean, we all want to do better, don't we? None of us want to do bad things. None of us are like, ooh, I can't wait to steal money from my friend. I can't wait to cheat on a test. I can't wait to be mean to my friend. None of us want to do that, but sometimes that stuff happens, right? But John's telling these people, apologize and do better, right? And it changes really hard. And I think the people that he's talking to, they know it's really hard. And so they start asking him questions. Like, I think they want to know, like, how serious is this? Like, how much do I really need to change? Do I need to change just like a little bit? Or do I need to change a lot? Like how much can I, is there a shortcut or is there a way I can just do just enough to pass? Like, have you ever done a test at school and you just tried to do just enough to get like maybe a C? Like you studied just enough or you're doing just enough to like make sure that you get a passing grade, but you don't want to go too far. Like you don't want to waste a bunch of time studying. You've never, no, what in the world? Who are you people? Oh my goodness, you're all overachievers. The whole time, wow, you guys are really overachievers. Well, I've done that. I've done just enough studying just to get by. And I think this is why the people are asking John. They're like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to paraphrase kind of what the scripture says. Pastor Robert's going to read it, but I'm going to give you just a little bit of a paraphrase. So John's talking to this group, and they say, well, what should we do? And he says, well, if you have 2 shirts, share them with a person who has none. And if you have food, share that too. And then a tax collector says, well, what should I do? What should I do? And John says, don't take more taxes from people than you have been ordered to take. And the soldiers asked John, what do I do? What do I do? What do we do? And John says, don't force people to give you money. Don't lie about them, and be okay with what you're getting. See, John is telling them, if you want to be a follower of Jesus, it takes a lot. It does. It takes a lot. It takes more than just changing our thinking. Our actions need to change too. In a way, he's just saying to them, are you up for it? These are the things that are expected. We expect you to share your shirt if you have two. We're expecting you not to take more than you deserve. We're asking you to be kind to people. We're asking you to be people of forgiveness. Are you up for it? Are you up for it? Because it's going to be hard. Change is never easy. But are you up for it? Because Jesus is coming. He's going to be born. And when Jesus is born on Christmas, that's what we celebrate Christmas for. When Jesus is born, things change. The world gets changed. And John wants to know, are you up for it? Are you willing to change? Are you willing to put the work in to be a follower of Jesus? Because it's not going to be always the easiest. It's sometimes going to be hard to share and to not lie and to not take more than you are given. Some of that's really hard to do. And I guess the question today is, are you up for it? So we're going to go upstairs. We're going to talk a little bit more about the story, I hope. And walking feet, please. And you may go.